I thought it's gonna be dry, you know, but it's not dry at all. A lot of moisture within the noodles. Good afternoon, people. Been a lot of overseas content. We're back in Singapore, guys. The whole Japan thing is over already, so we're back in Singapore. We are traveling to Penang soon. Drop us all your recommendations, guys, in this video. But today, I'm featuring hidden gem again. I'm not afraid to use the word hidden gem because this is really a hidden gem. Okay, we're here in Hougang, block 309. The other time we did the prawn noodle without the signboard. You guys really like it. I know a lot of you guys went down. Today, we're featuring a Hokkien Mee without signboard again. So the only way you can find out on Google Review is to type in this block, which is 309. How I know this place? From a friend. I know him since, I think 2016, when I first started doing all this competitive eating content. Now he started a new persona, new moniker called Botak Jazz, and he do a bunch of content on TikTok featuring only Hokkien. So when it comes to Hokkien Mee, I need to consult the expert. So the expert is here. 来。
Hey bro.
Hey, the expert is here. 跟我讲一下，为什么你会想叫我来拍这间？这样多间Hokkien Mee你 feature 的，为什么会是这间
？Actually 这间也是我 chance upon from one of my comments 啊，就是我吃很多Hougang的 ，then they tell me I must come to this place, but it's not on Google or anything.
That's the thing
Yeah, so when I first came here, 我吃啊，我就觉得 like oh my god.
It's really comparable to the very good ones also.
I would say very comparable, and I always ask them who their master is. 这个 uncle 没有师傅的。
哦，他自己。
He self-taught, yeah.
Why don't we go talk to the uncle 啦？
Okay, let's go.
First impression.
I think 他很 excited to 炒你的 Hokkien Mee. I can tell that he's trying his best to give the best.
Really?
Yeah, 很 focus.
Okay, first impression. The whole freaking store you can't see signboard. Look at it. No signboard, really no signboard. I trust Jazz lah, so we see how it goes. If it's not good, I'll throw it at him. No, I'm kidding. But I have high hopes in him. He knows his stuff. So we're gonna enjoy and then see how many plates we can put down. Just want to PK me. He found like 3 friends and he wants to challenge me. Yeah. Okay, Uncle, 你在这边卖多久啊
？28年了。
28年都在这边啊？
啊，对，就这地方。
你是自己学怎样炒，还是有一个师傅，还是怎样？你这样会炒？
我一路来就炒粿条先。
哦，你本来是炒粿条先啊？
啊，对。
然后为什么会加 Hokkien Mee？
Hokkien Mee 就炒10多年了。
哦，炒10多年了。So it started from 炒粿条 and then eventually evolved to Hokkien Mee. Okay, I'm not gonna ask him about what stands out and all that kind of stuff, but I'm gonna try on my own. So apparently he does have other options, but only the Hokkien Mee is what people usually order. So we're gonna get him to cook up some, then we try, and we'll let you guys know if it's really a hidden gem. This is the plate, guys. Definitely not on the wetter side, right? 对吗？没有很湿哦。
It's supposed to be a little wet, but
a little
I think it gets absorbed by 那个天鼻粉了。
天鼻粉 Okay. So what do you look for in a good plate of Hokkien Mee?
3 things: umami,
Okay.
the bokeh, and the prawn flavor.
I thought umami falls within the prawn flavor category.
I will separate them.
Oh.
Yeah, because umami also comes from the pork belly, the stock, everything.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. I realized that Hokkien Mee, right, when it's the wet kind, right, wok hei usually absent. But this one, it looks like a bit more towards the slimy looking texture. Now that I look at it, right, it just looks very normal.
Yes,
you know?
it does. But when it's all, then the contrast comes in.
Really? Yeah. Okay, Sean is weighing out every plate. Okay, so about 450 to 470 per plate. Okay, for $5, I think it's a lot of food. This is really heavy. Okay, so about a pound, a little over a pound per plate for my US viewers. Okay, so we see how many plates we can put down. So he gathered his friends as well to do a little eat off. They want to see how is it like 4v1 compared to a professional. So we see how this goes, okay? I'm still waiting for the rest of the noodles to come in. We're gonna start eating in a bit. I hope they are able to keep up because the noodles are coming out fresh. I'm gonna start eating once I have 5 plates. Okay, so we'll see you guys when we've got enough plates. Okay, so we got sufficient plates already. I think we can start. The other side, they're still stacking up everything, okay? This feels like a practice, guys. We're gonna start eating first before the Hokkien noodles get cold. Wow. I thought it's gonna be dry, you know, but it's not dry at all. A lot of moisture within the noodles. Prawn's a bit tiny. Every plate, they give 3 shrimps. 3 tiny shrimps. Lime squeeze, a bit of chili. See if it adds to it. Ah, now it looks good. They actually use a good amount of the prawn broth, but it's all like simmered down into like a condensed version like that. So that explains the very strong umami that Jazz is talking about. Oh, very nice. You can taste out everything. The porky flavor, the pork lard. Okay. I'm never like a huge fan of like drier Hokkien noodles, except for Sui Guan. But this one, it's like deceivingly, I don't know, like it looks very plain when you look at it. But actually when you bite into it, right, the flavor is really very, very condensed. Their Hokkien Mee is a bit more heavy on the bee-hoon, which explains why it soaks up the broth so quickly. Kind of different. Actually, the perfect ratio should be like maybe 60-70% yellow noodle and 30% bee-hoon. This one though, too much bee-hoon, but it works in a very weird way though. The bee-hoon gives it extra smokiness. I got a feeling, right guys, if you tapao this noodle, it's gonna be very nice. This one is more like freshly cooked. It's more gluey, look at that. Yeah, it dries up a little bit, just nice. And you squeeze in just a little bit of that lime. Oh, look at that. This is what I'm talking about.
You can do one more food.
This plate a bit too dry already, is it? This plate a bit too dry. Wait, I'm perspiring like a madman. You're done. They are all done already. I thought they will like taste themselves or something. I like both. Like different stages of the Hokkien Mee, right? Got different like So you leave it out for how long, right? It tastes kind of different. That's the beauty in Hokkien Mee. Hey, this one definitely on the denser side as compared to some of the other like hawker challenges that I'm doing. Because firstly, it's huge serving. Second, it soaks up the broth very, very aggressively. So yeah, it goes down different though. It just goes down and it hits hard. At the moment, not really, because it's still like a bit slimy, you know, it slithers down. Right. Just I will invite him back in again.
Hello, sir.
你多饱了现在？
99%。我的1% barrel 是 for dessert 的。
这边有 dessert 咩？
没有 just saying 啦 but super 饱啊。
Like I say, he's an expert. So his sample size for Hokkien Mee is 10 times my sample size. I have to agree with him. 它很 condensed 它的 flavor。
很大盘哦呀。
它的 flavor 全部真的是 simmer 进来的。And 它在 different stage different stage 有 different like people will like it differently Like 这个是 like it leave out for a while only. 这个是 it leave out for like maybe 15 minutes. So like different stage. This one is a bit drier but I think overall right, what stood out to me is 不是它的 prawn, but 它整个东西 comes together very nicely. I really agree. 它算是Hougang最好，我不住Hougang so I'm not sure. Does this consider like the best in Hougang already?
No, Hougang 有很多很好吃。
Oh really
I don't think it's the best, but 我觉得它很 it's a place that I just love coming 不知道为什么。 Uncle is friendly. Noodle is not bad.
Yeah.
整体感
Agree. Sometimes food is really not just about the taste. It's about the entire environment. How close is it to your home? How affordable? How friendly the people is serving you? How much effort the individual is putting into the noodle? And I'm really happy that he actually brought me here instead of like, you know, some of the very, very well-known ones.
Yeah.
So this one is really good. Guys, check out his YouTube, TikTok. Check out his TikTok. If you guys want to see more Hokkien Mee content, right? He pretty much covered everything in Singapore. Right? So go and check him out. Even though that 那摊也没有什么卖 Hokkien Mee 的，你也是 feature 的。
哪一个啊？
我看到有一个就是 like they not even specialized in Hokkien Mee. Most of your content is like unbiased, right? Non-sponsored one, right? For Hokkien Mee.
No, 100% non sponsored for Hokkien. Wow, but after today 啊，我不懂我下一次会几时 Hokkien Mee 啊？I got phobia.
I tell you something, their sambal, right, is the sweeter kind.
Exactly.
Today we're gonna try Jazz sambal. This is the more towards the belacan one. Okay, wait, I need to favor the real also.
Hey bro, very spicy 耶。
很 spicy 啊
All in 啊，
不用紧啊，all in 啊，你都在这边了，不可以绕亏了。哇，跟这个完全不一样。
完全不一样。
Very zesty, very sharp lime flavor, and then it will cut through the grease one, which is good. Which is what you want after getting through like 10 plates of Hokkien Mee, right? Then this will make you eat more.
Hey, but bro, how 啊？我们我们4个人啊，我们吃6盘哎。And you are like 3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
我不懂我几盘了，哇，got cake, his chili got cake one.
13盘了。
不要吃啊，我懂很辛苦啊。Hey, again, big thank you to him for showing me this place. This one I'll finish.
Enjoy, bro. Thank you, bro.
Every plate, they give 3 prawns. Not sizable one, but 3 normal, like smaller looking prawns. There's one thing I don't agree with Jazz on this one, which is the chili. I kind of like this kind of chili for Hokkien Mee. Some people really prefer the belacan one, but I prefer this kind. It's just my thing. I prefer a bit of sweetness. This is when the lime really comes in and saves the day. Because after so long, right, it becomes very... The grease is starting to climb on you, you know? Oh, no joke, guys. After being in Japan for so long, right, and then you come back to Singapore, right, even though the weather is a bit more hot, but enjoying all this affordable, very cozy, like street food, right, it hits different, completely different. Next year the Japan contest, right, we should find any like Singapore sponsors go in. Then I can eat Hokkien Mee. I'll crush them. There's some hawkers, right, in Singapore, right, that they just don't bother with signboards. Like they really just don't bother. I'm not sure if they don't bother or they don't have the resource or access to make a signboard. Okay? It makes them very hard to find, especially on Google review. Very, very hard to find. But then when you find them, usually it's a very pleasant surprise. Yeah, but that's the point, right? That's the whole point of a hidden gem. Okay, number 19 plate. I'll probably start at 20. Oh. Never walk. Never walk. Never walk. Never walk. Walk cabin. Okay, after this plate, we 2-minute break because they need to cook also. 2-minute break. Then we max it out. Okay. I ran out of Hokkien Mee. Hey guys, wait a while. Hokkien Mee is still coming. Wait a while. Wow! Yeah, try it. Oh, wow! 威力多重？威力看多少？我拿的多少？等一下，等一下我再讲。没有了。Waiting for Hokkien Mee. And Sean bring out giant bao, I cannot resist. I don't know. 21. I am in pain yeah. I thought I want to run later, you know. No, this one is gonna be painful. Okay, 21 plates. So every plate is about £1. 21 plates is what? £21. Oh, it's a lot of noodles though. Oh, but it feels good though. Feels good. Feels like a good stretch. And I think taste-wise, pretty, I wouldn't say it's mind-blowing, okay? But it's a very cozy plate of noodles, for sure. And it's very hidden. Okay, I stand out and finish the outro. Okay, that's it guys, that's it. Very cozy plate of noodles. I realized there's just like a lot of food. That's why I'm feeling so undecent now. Come down and try that, okay? Block 309 Hougang. Yeah, just go and look them up. Block 309 Hougang, Hokkien Mee. You guys can probably find them. Okay, so that's it, okay? That's it for this one. After this video, I think next video will be in Penang. So that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one.